you have as captain at the moment? I know we said we don't have many games coming up.
Gosh, at the minute, again, take the opportunity to blood a new captain. I mean, at the minute, I think one day the likes of Phil Jones may captain the national side, but he's too young at present. I mean, he's only 19.
Yeah, and he's got one or two caps.
Yeah, that's it. The making of it is all there, but I don't know who would give it to at present.
I think, part of the difficulty is, as I said, we've lost a lot of the older players, or the new players are coming in, but they need time to settle before they're given such responsibility.
Yeah.
The other thing is that pretty much it's in the papers every week. There's some footballer, one of them is in the papers for the wrong reason in terms of the private life.
Absolutely.
So none of them, you could say, are without blemish.
Yeah.
Obviously some are seem to be better behaved than others, but I don't know. I think gone are the days of your Beckhams and your Owen who did have almost like a spotless record, as we said.
And they actually looked like they enjoyed it when they played. It looked like that they were at the pinnacle of their career achievement when they played. I mean, I know Beckham was incredibly emotional, wasn't he, when he gave up the captaincy.
Absolutely.
Those scenes I remember, that's what it means to be the captain of your country.
I mean, you can just look at the pictures. I mean, even if John Terry didn't say anything racist, the aggressive nature isn't something that we want our kids to be seeing.
This is it.
The England captain we're talking about.
Yeah, England captain. His language was industrial, to say. But it is at all occasions. But the stuff that surrounds our England captain is something that is always really upsetting to read in the newspapers. Lead up to a international tournament, and you just got loads of comment about what his family's been up to. And then they drag up all the old stories about his Wayne Bridge,
of course that.
It goes on and on, but in no way can you ever look at this guy and say he's a role model. Something I do like about him, he'll always put his head in where it hurts on the football field. He will go that extra mile, and you can never take that away from him. But you could say that all this added aggression is part of his game. It's competitive. It's just unsavoury.
You can make an argument that he's worth his place in the team on ability. There's a difference between worth his place in the team and being captain of the England team.
Maybe you made a good point a minute ago, Tom, in that by asking me who I'd name as captain, I couldn't think of anyone. Maybe that's the same problem. Maybe they just can't think of anybody else.
You look at these other countries, I often pick Germany. It's a group of togetherness. You can probably pick 4 or 5.
And you look at them and they absolutely love it. They love playing for their country. And they've got, real quality all over the park there. More than that, they've done exactly what we should be doing, and they've got a crop of, wonderful young players who are coming through. Muller is absolutely outrageous, isn't he? And Ozil over at Real Madrid. And you just look at these guys and you think, blinking heck. But
you got like the Schweinsteigers, who are a little bit older, but still.
Lahm as well. Like these guys who just, they've got the bedrock of a really amazing international team over there, and they prove it every time they go out. Now, why isn't it worked for us? I just don't know.
We'll have to see, won't we?
Yeah.
Next summer's the big test, isn't it? But
oh dear! After the shambles of South Africa, I just am I looking forward to it? Are you looking forward to it?
Well, no. Chris Waddle said this week, I think he was interviewed, saying England will never win the World Cup. Now he obviously came quite close, and he was saying, the press obviously they're part of the problem. They're very negative, and they build it up. Yeah. We're going to see before the Euro 2012. England can win it. We're going to see it, aren't we? We know it. Yeah. And then it's actually a more difficult tournament to win, I think, than the World Cup. There's a lot stronger teams.
You can't get an easy group in the Euros, and of course Europe at the minute is littered with all the teams that went the distance in the World Cup as well. So it's the emphasis has been taken away slightly from the South American teams doing so well. Apart from Uruguay are absolutely amazing.
They are, aren't they? Well, Suarez.
Yeah, Suarez. Yeah.
The bottom line, Rob, do we think John Terry should still be England captain whilst the investigation's going ahead?
That's a good question. No, I don't. I mean, they're not going to force the issue, really. We've got the game against Spain coming up, haven't we, in a couple of weeks. I can imagine that this whole thing will be wrapped up very conveniently long before that, and he'll be captain on the day. I'd have thought. I don't think this charge is going to stick. Even if it's guilty or not, even if he did say it. I think the general public will have made up their mind. Here's the one. I couldn't believe Villas-Boas this week.
I was going to mention it before. He dedicated the win against Everton to John Terry. Yeah. Which means that he's made his own mind up. Yeah. Presumably, because he wouldn't have been dedicated.
He's questioning everyone, saying, well, how can you be so untrusting of your fellow countrymen when he says he's innocent.
As if he should get more of a defence just because he plays for England.
Exactly.
I totally disagree with you there.
Just Google him, Andre. Just have a look.
Find
out what he's about. Just have a look.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
Well, that's it. I mean, a lot of this stuff can be found on the internet. We can't really
go
into too much of it now.
Of course. But, you don't. It doesn't take long to work out why people are untrusting of John Terry. Frankly.
Anyway, Rob, we'll move on. We've got plenty of other things to talk about.
We do.
Now, you're more of a golf man, Rob, aren't you? I must admit, I'm still getting into it a little bit.
Yeah, I love the golf.
Rory McIlroy, something's happened with his management.
He has, yeah. He switched from his previous management company with Chubby Chandler. I think it's International Sports Management, and he's now gone over to join Horizon, based in Dublin, with his good friend Graham McDowell. And I think this has been something that's so interesting about this has been such a massive year for McIlroy. He's announced himself on the absolute global scale.
Poster boy, isn't
he? He is. He is the future of golf. He's absolutely the future of golf. I think this being such an important point in his life and his development as a sportsman, stability is really important. Because everything is changing around him. I was sort of hoping that he wouldn't change too much with it. So now he's sort of got a new girlfriend. He's going out with Caroline Wozniacki. The world tennis number one. He's changed management. Now, in fairness to him, he's not gone to one of the massive talent agencies. He's gone to another, smaller agency.
Is that because of the Northern Ireland connection?
I think it possibly is. Although Graham McDowell this week speaking at the Andalusia Open said that he vehemently denies having anything to do with it and trying to sway McIlroy into it. He said that Rory's a headstrong guy and Rory will make his own decisions. He said that he was surprised that he made the jump over.
Has he actually moved to America yet?
McIlroy? No, he's looking for houses over there apparently. But again, this changes every week, and now also which is changing every week. Yeah. Also changing every week is who he's looking for houses with. Is he going to look for a house with Wozniacki now? Or whichever, I don't know. But I think what a great year he's had. And he's got his whole life ahead of him, and he could win countless majors. And I really, whenever he steps out onto a golf course, I really want him to do well. There's something really there's something so likeable about this guy. And you see the effect that management and agents has on all manner of sport, and football is another one where it happens all the time. You've got Tevez and his agent, and the merry-go-round that's been going on between those two. Well. Could go on for hours about that one. But they've obviously, they have a sway. The management, they're looking out for the best interests of their client, and I hope that the best interest in this case is for the client and not for anything else. But I just hope he's making the right decision. I love the guy a bit, so I really hope he does well. I don't think I'll ever forget watching him win the US Open. It was just it was a masterclass, an absolute masterclass. I
think the press have been good as well in that they haven't put too much pressure on him.
Yeah,
I know. Like the bookmakers, immediately the Open after they were like he was clear favourite, which is clearly a bit harsh.
When it was a links golf thing, which isn't really his thing. He's going to win it.
But to be fair, as I said, the public haven't been like, oh, he's not won much since.
No, I think the manner of his ascent to the complete apex was really endearing to the public. In that at the Masters he collapsed so dramatically, emotionally, and it was just horrible to watch.
You could see the empathy that the
he sort of and that was it. Everyone was rooting for him. So when it came down to the crunch, I think the Masters collapse, and a lot of people will say this and have said it, that it was the best thing that could have ever happened to him because he knew what it was like to be in a position of being ahead. He knew what it was like to lose on a massive scale.
You need that, don't you?
I think you do. I think sport's all about the highs and lows, isn't it?
We go back to character. I think we've talked about John Terry and whether or not he's an unsavoury character, an unsavoury leader. I think possibly that the void that's been left by Tiger Woods' descent. That's possibly one of the reasons why McIlroy has come to the fore in terms of our attention. We needed someone to fill his boots, and I mean Tiger Woods. He's not quite John Terry in obviously not this level, but he's not. He's never been. I don't think anyone could ever say he's been like a complete idol in terms of his, almost his attitude. Never mind the private life stuff.
Well, if you take that out of it, I mean the guy is known. He's known on the tour for being a bit of an aggressor, a bit curmudgeonly. I don't know if I can say the word git, but
Okay,
I'm
well,
going to throw
said
the
it
word
well.
git in there.
You wouldn't throw a sausage at him, though, would you?
No, which was, I don't know what that guy was trying to achieve.
Yeah.
It was tremendous.
I like how they pinned him down, though.
Oh yeah.
He clearly gave up.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere near Tiger with
That's
a
golf
hot
etiquette.
dog. Yeah, that is golf etiquette. Well, on golf etiquette, Tiger's been photographed on numerous occasions just spitting on greens.
He's a spitter, isn't he?
He is. He's just his language as well can be classed as industrial at times, but I think
Rory seems not to like that. I know he said he got frustrated at the.
He did, yeah. But everyone does. It's sport. I think carries frustration innately in what it is. You can't be the best all the time.
Absolutely.
But I think that McIlroy has the tools. I just hope he's definitely got the tools here, in his hands. I just hope that he's got everything right up here, because I'd hate to see the wheels come off, and him not. Oh man, I'd just be such a waste. I want to be rooting for this guy in 20, 30 years' time when, my kids are grown up, and I want to be sitting there with them remembering, because Ava was sat with me watching Rory win at the US Open, so I want her to, when at home, I say to her, what do we do when Rory McIlroy gets a birdie, and she puts her hands up like this, so this is it, so I hope I just wish him all the best, and I hope he's doing the right thing, that's all.
Yeah, okay, well, we could mention Luke Donald, but we just say well done to him.
Well done to him.
He's proving some of the critics wrong, isn't he?
He really is, and plus he got the trophy awarded to him by Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse, which is always...
Yeah, that was an interesting photo shoot.
It was lovely. If you wanted to know what it looked like. Yeah, that was, keep the family happy.